Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2023 Sunflower Life Summer Solstice Global Mass Meditation. Welcome. We are live coming to you from Vernon, British Columbia.
Vernon
You
today.
may notice a little bit of a different background.
Yes.
We are staying with some wonderful friends who are here in the background, going to be meditating with us in just a bit. We're going to get started here in about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe a bit less. So welcome wherever you are. Send us a quick message in the live chat. Let us know where you're coming from. I know we have a truly global audience, but we love hearing from you. And let us know how you're doing.
Yes. So, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, my name is Kelly and this is David. We are Sunflower Life and we bring global mass meditations, and we are doing feature mass meditations for the summer months. So, we usually do every week, but now we're just taking advantage of the big energies. And as you know, today is the solstice. Whether you are in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere, you might be experiencing the winter or the summer solstice. It is here, summer in Canada. As you can tell, we have beautiful tans. We have moved into our summer location. We are staying with amazing friends. We have amazing energy in this place. We're surrounded by crystals and waterfalls and just beautiful, beautiful energy. Lots of frequency tuning and healing in this space. So we are just delighted to be with you again. It feels like it's been a minute.
It does, yeah. Hey, Caden, shout out to your buddy. How you doing? We're coming to see you guys
Caden,
very soon.
we've
In the
been
Soyuz
thinking
BC.
about you guys so
Got a
much.
heat wave coming up in a few days. But yeah, welcome everyone from all around the globe. And we are just very excited to be here with you today. We are learning so much, aren't we? We're learning how to really go deeper and deeper into the simplistic arena of connecting with the divine, connecting with God, and exploring our relationship with God individually. And we're going to touch on a little bit of that tonight in tonight's meditation, quite a lot, in fact, as it's really about going and surrendering into light. You may have noticed today's title. And that really is what we're going to be doing tonight, surrendering deeper and deeper into the light, because we can get very fragmented with thinking we need to do this and that, and there's so many labels and teachings going on. But the simplicity of it is, guys, you just got to connect to God and let the flower unfold from there. And every process is individual, every journey is individual, but we're all in this collectively on this great planet, changing the game, changing the age, changing the light quotient. And you may have seen the Schumann resonance doing its sort of patchwork quilt stuff recently. It's difficult to tell whether the readings for the Schumann are legit or not. But either way, I know you can feel it. You message us all the time, letting us know how you are and what the energies are in your life. We've been feeling big energies, really strong electromagnetic frequencies, and just feeling the tingling in our body. Anybody been feeling that? Let us know in the comments.
It is so true. The energies have been intense leading up to now. There's been all kinds of activity in the Schumann resonance. There's been X-class flares, solar flares, and we've been saying the whole time that it's just going to get more and more intense. It's like we're in the pressure cooker and nobody's coming to turn down the heat. So we're just at that point where we have to evolve and really integrate these energies. And today, this morning, a couple hours ago, was the peak of the solstice. So really the peak of the light here for us. Big, huge energies. I feel like it was the peak, and now it is the integration period to come. So that is what the meditation's intention is tonight, is to surrender into light, to surrender to these energies, flow with the energies. We're getting these energies and these messages for a reason. And the longer that we resist, the harder we make it for ourselves. So
Absolutely.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. And David is just going to show you our feature design quickly, and then we will get started.
Yes, we'll get started, guys, in about 3 or 4 minutes here. Thank you for your donations. Those of you that continue to do that, very, very kind. We really appreciate that big time, and all your support, of course. We do request that rather than do that, you go to our store and pick up a little t-shirt that's super cheap, 100% cotton, for those of you who like that. Excuse me as Pookie bashes the
Takes
setup
out
here.
the table.
But we do a feature design every meditation. Today is surrender into light. We have male and female, all cotton t-shirts. Lovely on the screen there.
Beautiful.
Also
Beautiful design.
in the description, guys, check them out after the meditation, and that's the best way to support us. Come pick up a little t-shirt from our store with one of our latest designs, so you can enjoy it, we can enjoy it, and all as well.
Yeah, we can definitely talk a little bit more after the meditation, but tonight is a big night. I know you're all showing up here with your amazing energy, so I feel like we should just get started, get into it. Tonight is all about cleansing our energies as well, so we lit a little sage before we got started just to set the mood. Make sure you all have your water, your Kleenex. I've got some cleansing spray tonight, so whatever you all need to get started.
Music layering in here. Just let me know how the balance is between our voice and the music. Will be on for the duration. Just give me a 5x5 in the chat. Let me know if it's good or too loud or too quiet. I'll wait for you to just comment before we begin. And those of you who are new to the channel, we encourage you not to absorb our beliefs, to have your own beliefs. If anything that we share with you tonight is not in resonance or in alignment with what you believe or how you practice spirituality, take it or leave it. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Kind of like you go on the shopping trip, you don't put everything in your cart, you just take what you need. And that's what we encourage everyone to do. Everyone comes into their spiritual work from different places, from the earthly experiences that we have. And the most important thing is that we respect each other, and that we're certainly not any gurus, and we don't want to be. But we're here, obviously, tonight, guiding tonight's meditation. So we hope it has value. And,
yes, but we do encourage you all to show up as your authentic selves.
We do.
Exactly as you are.
Okay,
we are all perfect, just as we are, just as we need to be. And I'm sure we will all receive many realizations in this time together tonight.
Too loud. Okay, let me just turn that down a little bit.
I feel like we're being quieter tonight too.
Maybe.
Because we have, we're usually yelling, but now we have to be mindful of our beautiful guests here tonight.
All right, guys, so let's settle in. Let's start to move into that present space. If you have headphones, plug them in for the best experience listening live. And I want to invite you all just to take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Breathing in the light, realizing the light. On the in-breath. On the out-breath, releasing everything not serving you. Loosening the body, letting go of all unaligned energies not with you anymore, not serving you. Let them go. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's connect to that present space.
Can we turn it up a little bit?
And as we enter this present space, I want you in your mind's ear, just inviting your guides and your team, whoever you're working with, bring them in now. As we will bring in the hierarchy in just a moment, feel the presence of all your guides surrounding you in love light, the energy of the Creator. Feel any problems or issues you have just melting away as you go deeper into the present moment. We call upon the archangels from the 4 directions to join us to hold the space and hold the light. We call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel. Join us now, great brothers of light. Hold the space in the four directions of the horizontal plane. Feel their presence, feel their protection. And know this is a great safe space. And to join us tonight, to hold the energies even brighter, we ask for the presence of Jesus the Christ, Saint Germain the loved one, Zoroaster the king, Zarathustra Magi, Lao Tzu the old sage, the Buddha, Babaji the eternal one, Lahiri Mahasaya the smiling guru, Sri Aptaswar the teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda the gift, El Moria the lord of the first ray, Kuthumi the great guiding light, Al-Kul the master teacher, Paul the Venetian, Serapis Bey the lord of ascension, Hilarion the bringer of joy, the English master Douglas Baker, the keeper of this ashram, Krishna the avatar, Great Mother Gaia and all the elementals, all the 5D divas, the cherubim and seraphim of the new earth, Isis the Great Mother, Mary Magdalene and the High Priestess energies, Kuan Yin and the Incandescent One, Aina, the ninth dimensional guide, Muhammad the Prophet, and Joshua who walked with God, the Masters in us, Yahweh in us, Saviors in us. So take a deep breath in through the nose and hold the breath at the top. Activate the pineal. Activate. And hold. And when ready, release. And take another deep breath in and hold again. Lighting up the cave, bringing the pineal online. And when ready, release. And a final deep breath in and hold. Feel the energies growing. Feel the light within. And when ready, release. Let us feel ourselves going a level deeper in relaxation. Another level down. Feeling completely weightless. At peace in the love light energies of Prime Creator.
All right, family of light, we are going to slow things down tonight. If you're showing up here in this space, you have made the time to be here. Maybe you even had to rush a little bit to be here. But we are in no rush now. There is only divine timing, only this now moment. And we are moving into a place of no time and no space. Breathing deeply, relaxing, getting comfortable in your environment and into your body. The solstice energies peaked earlier on today, and we are currently integrating a huge amount of light. Light in the form of solar energy has been very different since Gaia moved into the fourth density not so long ago. Many people are experiencing and reporting that our sun looks and feels different than what it used to. Also, as we head towards the next solar maximum, we have been experiencing many large X-class solar flares, and it's happening more frequently. And again, just yesterday, there was another one. And of course, this is impacting all of humanity and all residents of Earth with these powerful and potent energies. I want you to feel into your body now. And with your eyes closed, focus and feel the energy moving within your body. Can you feel the cellular buzzing of the electromagnetic energy that forms your very state of being? Everything is energy. Feel into the connectedness all around you. And all of that is in your awareness. All of that which is within your field. This is all your consciousness. Have faith and knowing that your consciousness is eternal. And relax into this knowing. Relax into this present moment where your energy is connected to mine and to all those who are hearing these words, all who have chosen to be here. We are all connected. We are all from the same source, and we are all one. And we are all here as one, showing up to put our energy and intention into this meditation. And by doing so, we are amplifying our intention, which is to fully surrender into light. We surrender by allowing ourselves to let go, letting go of anything we may be holding on to, any attachments, anything we might be trying to force. Let us relinquish control. Let us surrender now. Let go and let God. Try and feel yourself absolving into particles of energy, into your true form, which is formless, pure consciousness. Become the complete observer. We are being called to rise above duality, to see only the truth. Now, let us surrender into light together. Here at the height of the solstice, we are being bombarded with light photons and the plasma that follows, and with it carries information. As we all know, light is information, and information is truth. Our physical bodies can receive this information because our physical bodies are receivers, channels, and transmitters of energy. And when our bodies receive this light, this information, this truth, it only matters how open we are. And if we are able to allow that truth to penetrate and move through us, then this is no longer a function of the physical body, but a matter of consciousness. So our consciousness, receiving all of this light and information, equates to not only a physical upgrade, but one of spirit. And in doing so, the effect of the cause is becoming open enough to receive, channel, and broadcast the message of truth. If we are not open to receive these spiritual truths, however, then it is only because we are still operating with old patterns and belief systems, prominently those anchored in fear, lack, and disharmony. This is why it appears that all of the ugly stuff is coming out, because the deep levels of corruption and sheer ignorance can no longer hide in the light of the truth. This is occurring on a collective level, a planetary level, a universal level, as well as the individual level. Truths are being revealed in our own lives as we find people, places, things, and jobs no longer of service to us. Remember, dear ones and family of light, this is all happening for us, not to us. This is all happening to reveal the truth to us so that we can make a choice. And this deliberation is our reminder that we always have free will choice. We have an opportunity in each and every moment to choose. Each breath, each present moment that arises, we get to choose where we place our energy, our focus, our attention, how we react, and how we respond to things that come into our field of awareness. We get to choose. We get to choose our thought, our word, and deed in the light of the truth. And the light is here, and this inescapable truth is upon us, pushing us out of our comfort zone, constantly revealing anything and everything that is not serving our highest good. And we get to choose whether we resist the truth because we want to stay in control, or we can surrender to the energies, surrender to the light, and really tune into the message from the universe so that we can ultimately step out of the way for our own divine unfoldment of the Christ within, and allow God to experience individually through us as an individual channel. You see, Our consciousness is not separate from God consciousness. We must allow ourselves this daily reminder to identify ourselves only as spirit, as infinite, individual, spiritual consciousness, and as the light of this world, if we choose to step into our power. Again, this is why we came here at this time, and this is what we have come to remember. And during this major energy portal, the veil is thin. Many of us are now very sensitive to the energies. And if you can, allow yourself to slip further into the ethers and connect to the universal God consciousness within. And as we do, we move further away from material living and we head closer towards spiritual living, where we can still enjoy the form, but our reliance is in that which has created the form. And we are choosing instead to put our faith in the infinite invisible. All spiritual revelation has shown that the very substance of this universe is inside of us. That our consciousness is the substance of our world. Everything that exists in the outer realm exists only as an activity of consciousness. So as we ponder these truths, and as our consciousness becomes more spiritual, confidence in the infinite invisible increases, and our love, hate, or fear of the external diminishes. We see the infinite invisible as the law, cause, and activity of all that is. And we begin to drop concern for the form, whether it be person, thing, or condition. The realization of the invisible as the substance of all form is vital to attaining spiritual consciousness. The visible form is merely the natural result of the activity of the invisible law and cause. Every issue of life is determined not by external conditions and things, but by our consciousness. Take, for example, the body. In and of itself, it has no power, no intelligence, and is not responsible for its actions. A hand left to itself would remain right where it is forever. There must be something to come and move it, and that something we call I. And that I determines how this hand will be used. The hand cannot determine that in and of itself. The hand exists as an effect or as form, and it responds to direction. Like a vehicle or tool, it is obedient to us, and we impart to it whatever of usefulness it has. The same consciousness that formed the body is the consciousness that maintains and sustains it. And God gave us dominion through consciousness. And it is this consciousness which is the creative principle of our body. And it is also the sustaining and maintaining principle. Once we can understand this principle, we can understand the entire principle of life. The kingdom of God is within us. The law of life, the substance, the activity, the intelligent direction of life is within us. There is no value in having intellectual knowledge of the fact that God is all. The only value any truth has is in the degree of its realization. Truth realized is spiritual consciousness. If we are conscious of the presence of God and conscious of the activity of God, then so it will be unto us. And only by applying ourselves diligently to practicing the principle until we become proficient in application, we will then become God-realized individuals. God is available in proportion to our realization and willingness. In other words, we are choosing in each moment the way of God, the way of truth, light, and love. The more truth that we read and hear, the more truth that gets activated in our consciousness. Soon we will be able to receive truth from within, be receptive and responsive to this truth that wells up within us, that the only power that exists is God itself. And how do we know when the Spirit of God dwells within us? It is only when we are letting go of hate, envy, jealousy, spite, self-seeking, self-glorification, prejudice, and intolerance that we are making room for the Spirit of God. For God cannot dwell in the midst of such qualities. So as long as these qualities are present in our consciousness, we will know that we have more work to do abiding in the truth and letting the truth abide in us until the time that the Christ comes so alive within that such mortal thoughts no longer touch us. Some say the Spirit of God is everywhere, and that is like saying electricity is everywhere. That is true. Electricity is everywhere, just as the Spirit of God is everywhere. Electricity, however, is no value to us unless it is connected in some way for our particular use. It is the same with the Spirit of God. It is everywhere in absolute spiritual sense, but it is only effective in our experience to the extent which it is realized. So it is a helpful exercise to practice having some area of our consciousness always active in truth. Whether we look outside at forms such as the trees, nature, flowers, or oceans, or whether we are meeting people, we will find some measure of God in each experience. And then we can begin to train ourselves to behold the presence and activity of God in everything around us. The presence and activation of God consciousness is very much flowing in and through this meditation. I have been feeling the energies of the highest light all week leading up to now. The angelic realm has been sending forth affirmations and divine frequencies, showing up and outpouring love and support for those of us choosing to walk the spiritual path of God. So I would like to call upon the whole angelic kingdom to join us now and assist us in the next half of our meditation. As the solstice marks the completion of another cycle of individual growth, we will now go forth and release any old patterns still lingering. We will purify our vessels, mind, body, and spirit, and we will build upon a new foundation and move forward based in truth. Let us take a few deep breaths, feeling into the love that surrounds and connects us all. As you allow yourself to surrender deeper into the light.
So let us now go on a journey together. I want to invite you to feel excitement for that journey, a relief for that journey. Feel it deep within your body, deeper still. Let us feel the presence of our higher self. For it is as one in all realms as it is in the physical realm. We have but to realize its connection. Let's cast our thoughts to our higher selves now. But before we go upon this journey, let's ask our higher self a couple of questions. They don't need to be answered now. Just let them float into the ethers as to when such a time when the answers are needed to be presented to you. It has been said by saints and sages of old that very little progress can be made upon the spiritual path of life until we have caught some vision of what God is, of what our relationship to God is, and of what God's function is in our life. This has nothing to do with religion, spirituality, or any label you may place upon it. I invite you to let these labels go now. Let them drift off into the breeze. Let us go deeper into the formless energy, that which you really are, a divine presence. So let us float these questions to our higher self now. What is God? What does God mean to me? What is the place and the function of God in my life? Again, there's no need for an answer to come. If it does, this is fine as well. Imagine for a moment the sun rising tomorrow. See a beautiful, perfect day, crystal clear. See all the lands wherever you are bathed with golden white light. Just imagine for a moment whether you question that the sun will indeed rise tomorrow. Of course you don't, for it will, just as the moon will be in the sky at some point many hours later. Cast your imagination into the cosmos and the great cycle of planets and stars, the birth and rebirth. Can you change any of these, beloved one? Of course you can't. Not any more than you can change the sun rising tomorrow. For these things are in the hands of the Creator. Imagine for a moment that there just might be a benevolent, all-loving, eternal, creating force and power that, if you allow it to, if you practice connecting to, will always be there for you, will always know everything you need, will always provide everything you need. And you don't have to strive or struggle any longer to accomplish everything you desire. All you must do is, like you imagine the sun and the moon and the cosmos doing its thing, trust and surrender into the light. For it has been said that God cannot be known, cannot be understood with the human mind. But if we listen and are still, in that stillness, the Creator reveals itself. And so it can be said right where we are, God is at all times. Let these words sink in to your consciousness for a moment. I and God are one. As a wave is one with the ocean, so I am one with God. As a sunbeam is an emanation of the sun, so am I one with God. Therefore I can never be lost. I can never be alone. The presence of God is here where I am now, in this very place where I find myself. All I must do is cast my attention. It can be realized. So allow yourselves to relax a whole nother level. Let's go deeper. And as you do, bring your awareness to the bridge of your nose, just behind it about an inch. Imagine a doorless doorway flooding light out forth. The Tibetans have called this the cosmic gateway and the great portal to higher realms. Go through the doorway now, beloved one. Go into the light. And as you do, a great flash of light transports you to your own personal pyramid of light, crystalline and giant. It is thousands of feet long and thousands of feet high. There is a giant double-pointed quartz crystal hanging from the ceiling, suspended from the tip, down to about 20 feet, just before the floor. All around you is pure white light. You feel safe and familiar here. It is your own personal pyramid of light and power. The ground is soft, even though you're in bare feet. The temperature is warm, personable, ambient. You notice now in the center of the pyramid are two glowing white beings who invite you closer. And as you move towards them, a great familiar feeling washes over you. It is Archangel Michael and our beloved one, Saint Germain. They are here for a cleansing. They're here for a purification before the final part of tonight's meditation. You notice now a giant column of purple and pink fire. You have guessed it, it is the violet flame of transformation. The two of our great guardians of transformation are here to guide you through this cleansing. They invite you to step into the flame, and as you do, you notice it is not hot at all. In fact, it's quite comfortable. The violet fire blazes up through and around you, completely encompassing you. It is time to let go of a few things now, beloved one, before the next level. It is time to let go of things no longer serving you, things that are clinging on. It's time to surrender. So say these words quietly in your mind's ear, and as you complete them, feel yourself relaxing. Feel things falling away like leaves from a tree. I now release any and all expectations I have about my spiritual growth and advancement. I will live each day in the moment, concentrating on bringing myself into harmony in body, mind, and emotions with my higher self, with God. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and release. I now release all agreements and soul contracts with my earth, mother, father, my children, my stepchildren, my husband, my wife, my brothers, my sisters, my friends, anyone else who I have discordant energy for, who I feel has been keeping me stuck in a third dimensional reality. I release all invalid concepts about my worthiness of love, joy, peace, harmony, security, abundance, creativity, vitality, health and well-being, and death. I cast them into the violet flame now. I release the need to save the world or anyone within it. I realize and step into my mission to accept my mastership and to be a loving, living example for all without expectations from anyone. I release all residual karmic debt from the stored energy within me and my physical, mental, emotional, and all energy bodies now. I I resolve all conditions with grace and ease, and I will seek to expand my capacity as a bearer of Creator light in order to join in co-creation of heaven on earth. So as you release these three powerful statements, feel the violet flame of transformation cleansing and clearing you. And as you complete this exercise, a great column of pure white light appears in front of you. It goes up out of the pyramid of light into infinity. When you are ready, step towards it. Step into it. This is another gateway. And as you do, you are transported on a great wormhole, roller coaster ride of light, up higher and higher into the cosmos. Even though you are going at great speeds, you feel safe, you feel calm. A final twist and a final turn, and you arrive at your destination, the great grand central sun, in the center of our universe. There is light all around, golden white light. So much so you can't make out any forms of anything, it is just pure white light. The ground is soft, like standing on a cloud. Beloved ones, it is time for a message from the Creator. It is time to deepen our relationship with God. So as these words are spoken, feel them deep within you. Ask your higher self to unpack them for you at the right time. Beloved child of all creation, I am with you always. I will never leave or forsake you. I would like you now to take a moment to think about perhaps an error you have made in your earthly life, something you think of with great guilt or regret. There must be something. Perhaps there are a number of things. What do you most regret or feel ashamed of? Let us take a moment together to visualize. Fear not, we will not stay here. Yes, it is time to look in the mirror once again. Such is the way upon the spiritual path. I'd like you now to become a magician and turn these things into a powder and place them in your hands out in front of you in your mind's eye. Turn them to dust. Now take a deep breath and blow them out into space, out into the eternal void. You notice they are gone now forever. Feel a lightness in your being for this letting go. For this is my instant forgiveness. Everything you think you have done wrong is already forgiven, beloved child of light. You are deeply loved. It is only you that burden yourself, that pile these great things upon you. My love for you is everlasting. You are so deeply loved. Nothing can lessen this fact, nothing that you do. You are my beloved child of eternity. Feel my connection to you and yours to me. I was with you yesterday. I am with you now. I will be with you tomorrow. All you need do is cast a thought towards me. Find a little space of quiet time. Place me before every interaction, and place me before every experience, and trust as if you trust the sun rising tomorrow. I will be with you, paving the way, bringing you every experience you need, guiding you. Closer than hands and closer than feet. So as we close out tonight's meditation, let us declare with one voice, God, I am supreme life immortal. God, I am supreme intelligence immortal. God, I am supreme wisdom immortal. I am supreme abundance immortal. I am God, as well as all others. Every child, every person is an extension of God, and I choose to see this every day. I am God power. I am all abundance. Through this path of power, I am free from all limitation. I now have let go and now put out of my life all adverse thoughts. I am grateful that divinity is fully established throughout my entire being. I now know the bliss and satisfaction that spring from the union of the soul with the living Christ, and that bliss and satisfaction do abide in me now and throughout all eternity. God, I am the infinite love that attracts all substance and brings forth all success. God, I am the intelligence that guides all of my success into right and profitable channels. God, I am the divine knowledge and the wisdom that gives perfect unfoldment to all of my success. I wish this for all others also, even the ones who I feel have done me wrong, even the ones who I hold in disharmony. Let me release this now. God, I am the perfect Trinity, the conquering Christ, God man, God woman, the one focal point of all creation. I now command tonight on this summer solstice that all the cells of my body let go of all false and negative qualities, thoughts and statements, and I am only aware of the true constructive God truth in my world. So be it, and so it is. So take a deep breath or two now. Let these energies integrate. Let this message find itself, find its way deep into your very being. Make the faith knowing. Om Dat Sat Om. Om Dat Sat Om. Om Dat Sat Om. So let us take 60 seconds in silence to feel the integration of these great truths. Feel the light within your physical body. Feel everything balancing out. And in your own time, let us return back into the physical. I will count us from 5 to 0. 0 being the most awake. If you need some more time, press pause and come back whenever you're ready. 5, journeying back from the grand central sun into the great pyramid of light and back towards your physical body. 4, feeling a reconnection back into the physical. 3, starting to move feet, wrists, fingers, toes. 2, feeling a balancing of all energy bodies, feeling your physical body renewed and refreshed, about to be fully awake. 1, rolling head from side to side, moving the torso, completely back in the physical. And 0, whenever you're ready, just come back and open your eyes. We'll give you a moment. There's no rush. As we welcome everyone back. Welcome everyone back. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. That was incredibly powerful. And I know they are long meditations that we do, and there's a lot of information that we pack into this hour with you guys. But, again, take it or leave it. It's the light is pouring into us and the seed is planted. And sometimes, we miss a lot of what's going on when it's happening. And it's hard to, go back and remember exactly what we were focusing on. But it's all just getting planted into our consciousness. And, that information, that seed is there, and it will unfold when and how it needs to in our lives. So thank you again for all of you bringing your divine energy, connecting with us, setting this beautiful intention for the evening. And I really think that's just going to help us all integrate some of these really, really intense energies. I know David and I have felt the electricity kind of in our skin, tingling, tired.
And then we turned the Wi-Fi off and it went away. Just kidding. I'm just joking.
You're funny.
Yeah, it's a big time, guys. These are big things. This is big stuff. And, a planetary ascension, a return of the integration of soul and human form is no small thing. And so be gentle with yourself. Take a little bit more time for yourself. We encourage you to find what you're finding resistance to in your life and bring more of the Creator, bring more of God into that space, and stop taking things so seriously, stop taking on so much responsibility, and just give more to God, and watch and see what happens with that, because it's working miracles in our life for sure.
Yeah, that's so true. When we get out of the way and we kind of just have faith that God is having this experience through us, it kind of takes off the responsibility that, we need to be in control and we need to be making all these decisions. And sometimes it's really just that stepping back and that surrendering to the present moment, and showing up, being that, just being that light, just being that observer, just being that place of consciousness to show up and be able to hold space. That is, I don't know, it does so much more for the energy of just the unfolding of the highest outcome for all involved, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me what people need to do more of right now, it's just spend more time to build a relationship with God. And when you mention that word, you can fall into the paradigms and the stigmas of religion, and that word doesn't necessarily land very well with everyone.
God?
So God, yeah. So call that Creator whatever you wish, whatever you see as the prime Creator is right for you. But as you well know, if you don't steward, if you don't put energy into a relationship in your life, in your physical life, what happens? Well, if you allow 20 years to go by without contacting your mother or your sister, well, you don't know that person anymore. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know them, even though you have a connection to them and you've known them as they were before. And the same is true of God. Unless you foster this relationship, you can pick it up anytime, and there's obviously no judgment there throughout any of it, but it won't be developed. And so we encourage you to do what we're doing, which is to connect more to God, to Creator, and put the Creator forth in our life more and more. And
more than just, once a week or once a month when we get together doing our global mass meditations. It's got to be you taking that initiative in your life daily to just slow down and spend time with God in the temple of your own consciousness, getting very, very slow and very quiet. We always tend to look outward for solutions and fulfillment often, but going within is so much more powerful. And that is really the only place we're going to find that connection and that relationship with God. And I love that example. How you really don't have a relationship if you make effort for it.
That's right.
And we talk so much about just making that choice every moment. So thank you all for fostering this relationship and showing up with us, even though it's only once a month now. And we tried to pack a lot into this meditation because I feel like we have learned so much and even just grown so much. And since our last meditation with you guys, and that's been about a month ago already. So over a month already.
Yeah. Check us out on Instagram, guys.
Yes.
the_sun_flower_life. And if you want to join our mailing list and never miss another global mass meditation like this, go to thesunflowerlife.com, scroll to the bottom of the page and enter in your email address where that little field is, and you'll be plonked straight onto our mailing list. And that is the only way we're receiving new entries onto the mailing list now. So if you just email us, you probably won't get put on it because it's just too much work and we can't do that for everyone. So we're just blessed to be here with you tonight. If you do want to support us, please go across to our store and pick up one of our conscious designs and pick up a t-shirt or two. And I know many of you have been doing that. If those of you who have done that are waiting for an order, sorry about shipping. It is taking a long time outside of the US and sometimes inside the US too. So please be patient. If you have any issues, drop us an email, sunflowerlifedk@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But thank you for being here tonight. We love doing these with you, the family of light. And wherever you are in the world, we send you all of our love and all of our light. And when's the next meditation books?
So we are doing one meditation a month. So next one is going to be July. It's actually coming up pretty quick, July 7th. So July is obviously the 7th month. We're going to do it on the 7th day. And it adds up. If you add up 2023, that also equals a 7. So this is going to be a massive 777 portal, and that will be at 7 o'clock p.m. PST. So July 7th, we will see you again. Then the following one will be the Lionsgate portal in August. So that'll be August 8th. September 23rd, we have our autumn equinox. And then we've got our October meditation. We're back in eclipse season. So we will see you monthly through summer and the beginning of fall. And yeah, these are all really big portals, really big energy days. So share this with your friends if you want them to join. If you gain something from this meditation, if you find that it added value, definitely try to get your friends, bring in as many just contributing energies as you can find that are in alignment. I saw a really cool saying that said alignment is when free will lines up with divine will.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So might have to do a t-shirt.
Maybe. If you like the background on tonight's meditation, I've made a canvas out of it. It's called The Creator. It's up on the screen here. You can go check it out. All the links are also in the description. We have that in our store in a print and also a canvas version in many different sizes. And it reads, I will always be with you, closer than hands and feet. And you will draw memory from that from tonight. But we're out of time, guys. So thank you for being with us. Please do join us on the next Global Mass Meditation. And wherever you are in the world, don't wait for that next Global Mass Meditation. Bring meditation into your life many times a day. I know many of you are doing that. And let's
connect with God on the regular.
Let's connect with God together.
And connect with us again on social media and some of our platforms, as we will start posting again more regularly now that we are settled in our summer place. So happy solstice, everybody. We love you. And towards the light we go.
Towards the light. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.